Just another Elden Ring stream. Let's see, I don't remember what we've done. I think we went all the way through here. That's right, that's right. So as far as beginner bosses, I've yet to go through the Wolf Cave. He has a little bit more reach than I thought. I want to get better at talking while playing games, and I hope streaming can help with that, because frankly, I know that I really like to rant. So it's like, I don't want to get interrupted just like I did a second ago, because frankly, I like to be able to play games and talk to people, and when I get distracted by it, it feels like I'm, not really connecting with the person as much. I feel like if I learn how to pay better attention to both my speech patterns as well as what I'm doing, it'll also maybe help me with the overthinking aspect of things. I don't know. I want to also stop talking slowly, because I feel like I do that sometimes. Just slow down my entire speech pattern. And I do not have the light. I do not have the torch. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna use the spear on you. That way, I'm not wasting a whole bunch of stuff. I think oh, I got the white wolf. I can't see you. But if I can't see you, then you can't hurt me. I wish that was the case for all the people who broke up with me over text. Just kidding. We'll go ahead and summon wolves for this fight. Ow. I think if we want to go in for some kind of combo stagger attack, we're gonna want to be full FP. Nice. That went better than expected for paying a quarter attention. Honestly, it doesn't help that I'm going through some stuff right now, so my ADHD has been acting up a lot, and just a general lack of motivation to do things that I really enjoy. But yeah, that's just something ADHD and depression can lead to, so if you're dealing with that, no, there's no shame in it, but try your best to help yourself get out of whatever darkness you're facing. Because honestly, we've all been there. It's not fun, and it can be really difficult, but you know, you gotta do what's right for you and do the things that you think are healthy for your mental state, for your well-being. Because frankly, you're going through some stuff, you deserve to be happy. Even if you feel like you've made a lot of mistakes, most people can't really make mistakes that you just cannot come back from. Right? Like, no matter what mistakes you've had happen in your life, you still deserve to try to be happy, in whatever sense that may be for you as an individual. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, it's just easy, just be happy. It's a process. Being happy is not a thing that you do, it's the thing that you become. It's like saying becoming a doctor is easy, or becoming a monk is easy. You don't just have that kind of stuff happen. It takes years of growth and development. So it's like, ouch. But yeah, so it's like, it takes years of personal growth and development just to begin to understand what happiness means for you as an individual. And yeah, it's a process. It's difficult. Things that are worth doing aren't usually easy, unfortunately. I mean, even for me, streaming is difficult, because I know it's what'll help me get a feeling of doing something. It'll help me truly feel like I'm creating something, or possibly helping others and or myself feel a little bit more connected and grounded to something. It's not easy. It's hard getting that kind of energy. But I know if I stop doing it and just laze around, it'll be even harder and harder until it feels almost impossible to get out of bed, because I've been there. I think we all have. And the important thing really is figuring out what helps you as an individual, and in what ways you feel you want to search for happiness.
Would you mind in my soul wish, please? Thank you. Then please.
I don't know.
Deliver it to me.
Like, the problem I have with a lot of self-help stuff and like guides on how to do this and how to be this. It's like, so many people have so many different opinions, which is hilarious to me, because that all tends to feel like they're saying, oh well, to be happy you have to do blank, or have to be blank. For me, streaming is the thing that I'm doing for my happiness. Because I like to play games, and I like to talk a lot, and I think creating something would be nice. For someone else, it might be painting. It might be getting out of bed and working out, which is a phenomenal thing to do for a lot of people. Does it work for everybody? No, of course not. I wish I could tell people differently, that like, yeah, of course, all mental illness is the same, all emotions are the same, and every human being is a clear-cut formula. I so wish that was the answer. As far as, like, healing people. But it's not. Feeling and feeling healed. Becoming a little bit less wounded on an emotional and psychological level when you've already been wounded, when you've already been hurt. It takes more than just a little bit of time and effort. It takes a lot of time and effort. Goodness, a lot of rats. Yeah, feeling a sense of normal. It takes understanding that your normal is unique to you. That it takes understanding that you don't need to compare your lifestyle to others to feel okay. You shouldn't have to. Definitely do not want to get hit by that. Yeah. Comparing someone else's normal to your normal is asinine and unhealthy. It will lead you so much more happiness if you can understand your own mind before trying to make sense of somebody else's. There we go. Because, frankly, yeah, I could go somewhere and talk to someone and start trying to read into their deep wounds, the psychological scarring and issues that they've been left with in life, and yeah, you know, I mean, it wouldn't be too difficult or unreasonable to say that I could get a decent enough psychological analysis just as a person. It's not something that you need super special training for. It's really just understanding a little bit about psychology and the human mind, and you can understand a lot about people. By just taking time to observe them, and think about them, and think about their life. The person that they seem to be versus the person that they are. And yeah, of course it's difficult to be 100% accurate, but people are constantly reading each other. It doesn't take a lot of expertise and training for that. It's more like... Interesting. It's more like people need experience. Because the secret to psychology is that half of it's really just defining things that we already have been able to figure out about the human mind. And the other half tends to just be a little bit more in depth on what we have observed. Like, a good portion of psychology is also actually clearing up misconceptions about mental illness. Like, that tends to be a pretty big issue. Let's see. Sorry, puppies. Like, people with mental illness are not inherently more dangerous than anyone else. Right? People with mental illness are just people. And they're not inherently more or less dangerous than you or I. Like, even people with schizophrenia aren't inherently dangerous. As much as certain films and things would have you believe. A lot of that is based around very gruesome depictions of mental illness from a time period where it was seen as normal and okay to just kinda hear anything you don't know. I don't know. I'm not portraying this very well because I was in the middle of combat. But bottom line is, someone with schizophrenia isn't really dangerous inherently. Now they can be, but dangerous in comparison to someone with really bad anger issues that wouldn't be considered mentally ill. I mean, dangerous in comparison with someone who has been cheated on and has completely flown off the handles. People can be dangerous. That's the sentiment I have about things. Like, we aren't always the healthiest of mind. As smart as we are and as capable of understanding ourselves and understanding our emotions as we are, we don't have all the answers. We aren't perfect beings, and the fact of the matter is, if you try to feel perfect as a human, or if you think that you're perfect just because you don't struggle with mental illness that's been diagnosed, I'm sorry to tell you this, but even you are far from perfection. Mental illness is not something that is an imperfection or something to be ashamed about either. I'm just rambling about nothing at this point. Yikes. I wonder why it took 3 hits to take the other guy down, but only 2 hits for these ones. Odd. Either way, a good way to save FP. Let's see. I think there was just a flower in here. And while that goes down, we're just gonna let it go back up. And well, we broke our kneecaps. I still find the lore for these areas a little bit interesting, but a little bit perplexing. I think the lore for this area and the catacombs in general is that there are lost souls that are incapable of death because of some of the things that the Earth Tree was doing and the Golden Order was doing. So people were being locked outside of death. I believe for heresy, anyone who didn't believe in the teachings of the Golden Order are being locked outside of reincarnation and rebirth because they are being held away from the Earth Tree. And I think the sentiment there is that it was to be locked in a tomb is to be someone a bit more blasphemous, maybe? I don't actually remember why it is that the Earth Tree was preventing the continuation of life. It might... Wait. Was it? Was it that, or was Godwin preventing people from coming back? I don't know. If you watch this and you know the answer to the lore, I might look it up later, but feel free to put it in the comment section below. Do I have any of those? I do not. Do I have the ability to craft them? I do. Let's go ahead and check our network settings. No password up. Yeah. Well, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get any help anytime soon. What's a good summon here? I feel like I definitely want someone tanky. There we go. Oh boy. Well, that takes care of that. Now I just gotta heal. Oh. And he's already pretty much downed. That was funny. Wait. Ow. Rude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure running is usually supposed to work there. But for some reason... There we go. Yeah, pretty... Does running with your shield raised slow your movement speed? I feel like I've gone around that attack by running. Like, if you run to the right when it walks towards you, you should be able to avoid getting hit. Or at least I'm pretty sure that's what I've done in the past, but now I'm not so sure. When the game accidentally gaslights you? How much does that increase by? Fair enough amount that it actually matters. But we do kind of want to be a glass cannon. For now. We're not gonna attempt the Knight's Cavalry at the moment. There's no grand benefit to doing that at this time, and honestly, I find those enemies to be quite the pain. I know people really like the Black Knight Cavalry enemies. Like, people really enjoyed fighting them, think they're really cool. And I can agree to an extent. I just cannot agree to the extent that I would say that I enjoy fighting them. Hubbard guy, kinda cool. Flail guy? Genuinely upsetting. Anyone else? Wonder if I can sneak up on them. Do demi-humans have, like, better hearing? Oh, I think they do. And I believe this one is also a trap. And backstab. You know what would have been really cool for Elden Ring? Like, really, really interesting? If you could choose a starting race, and if demi-humans were one of the options. I mean, did I fight the demi-human queen? There's no obvious benefit, but I do enjoy the demi-human lore and the demi-human, fights a little bit. Like, sure, she can definitely be irritating. But, I mean, what boss can't be irritating? There we go. Goodness. She's big. She's real big. But also, she's not very smart. I do say, I wish that sorcery in particular was a little bit better. Like, I think they really disappointed with that one. But this is the thing. Intense combat music starts for flowers. Yeah, that was a bad idea. No, it wasn't. There we go. And we jump. think what we're gonna do is... Shoot, there was a... Here... Or a golden seed we could have gotten earlier. But it was past the Knight's Cavalry. I don't know. Probably wasn't worth it. That's a lot of needless trading. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and summon this guy. And we're gonna hope that he takes enough aggro without dying. Oh, that was the craziest timing for a recovery animation to end. Okay, can you like do something? Like, goodness. Oh no. So that was a waste of FP. Unfortunately. Nice. I was really hoping I could punch him to death, but you know. Punch a tree. Just don't tell the druid. And, just because we can, we're also gonna go through this little crypt here. We're gonna level up, and then... I don't know. After that, maybe I'll hit up the mine. And I don't want to skip over all the stuff from the mines. I don't remember what's in here, but I think it might be faith related. It was not. Well, it might be. I really gotta try to take the Ash of War off of this shield. Good thing they're like super weak to holy damage. Like, in one hit kinda weak. Ooh, a scimitar. I don't think my fireball thing is long enough to reach that far. That's very, very rude of you, game, and that fire, I'm gonna call that fire's mom. My dog just gave me a look of judgment that I don't feel that I can come back from. Backstab works. I have a throwing knife that should work. There we go. Oh no. There we go. And that's how we clear out some skeletons. I think that just leaves the boss, who I don't think is actually weak to holy damage as well, but you know, it'd be cool if they were. I think the boss for this area is like the shadow demon thingy. Every time I see one of these areas, like in any of the crits, I instantly think, what if something's hiding behind one of these walls and comes in for a backstab before you can even get to the lever? Because that is a FromSoft thing to do. So I think what we want to do is same strategy that didn't work out so well before, of summon our summon to try to keep the boss occupied. while we kind of use our ranged attacks. But we're gonna go ahead and use the wolves this time. Hello. Nah. I really liked Banished Knight. Even if he did kinda get me killed last time. There we go. See, he's just so cool, and in areas like this where it's closed off, he performs rather well. Because he does a lot of poise damage with his halberd, has a large range of motion, and is fairly tanky, I'd say. You know, that's just my perception of it, but yeah, he seems to be tanky enough to withstand some stuff. Here we go. The lovely thing about using a Faith build in Elden Ring, or the Magic build, is for mines like this, where normally you would have to change the weapon you're using, because, oh no, your weapon does, like, just pure slashing or piercing damage, like my spear, you can just rely a little bit more on your magic. And pure mage builds tend to have enough FP that it's viable to do so. Although I don't ever see pure faith casters, really, so I wanted to give that a good test, see what's going on. There's a reason people don't tend to use pure faith as much. 'Cause, I mean, I've tested out some incantations, and certain incantations are cheap enough that, like, I would have no issue going through the game with that kind of power to cost ratio, and strong enough that there's some one-shot potential. Because there really is one-shot potential. I mean, use red lightning incantations. Regardless, I just don't see people do pure faith, and I don't know why. Like, I've done a pure sorcerer, and I've seen people do pure sorcerer. It's a really fun playstyle once you get it going. like taking candy from someone who likes giving candy to people. Interesting. I thought, Flame Catch or Flame Sling and Flame Catch were about the same power level. But it seems like Catch Flame is outperforming ever so slightly. Let's see if we can't re-aim this a little bit. Is that all of them? No. Maybe the reason you don't see pure faith builds as often is because faith doesn't have as big of a reputation for being the damage spells. Like, I know they were quote-unquote one-shot builds when the game released. We're not supposed to be here. That allowed people to one-shot bosses using certain abilities. Certain sorceries like Comet Azor, I believe. And yeah, I ran one of those one-shot builds for a time. I wonder how well this performs against this guy. Interesting. And against these guys. Interesting. Yeah, I ran a one-shot Comet Azor build once back in the day. And it was great, it was fun, it was cool, and you could cheese a lot of bosses with it. But I've also done a one-shot Red Lightning build once before, so... you know. It kind of goes both ways. Aw, yeah. Let's get this fool. Oh boy. He's like almost dead. That was easy enough. I'm still really bad at fighting those guys, because I hate how long it takes for them to swing. I understand what the intention is. The intention is to teach you, hey, stop rolling as a reaction to the slightest bit of movement. But, like, gosh, that can be difficult. Let's go ahead and upgrade our talisman again. And maybe level up. So we got 20 in vigor. Now I want to shoot for 30 in faith. Really expand our options with what kind of incantations we can use. And increase our damage. Which, that should be a decent damage increase as well, but I don't know if I should continue upgrading it with, like, smithing stone level 2s, because I know for a fact I plan on not using that anymore after I get the Black Flame Talisman, which, easy enough to get. You only need one stone key and to get to Stormvale Castle. And it's in a part of Stormvale Castle that is easy enough to get to. You don't actually have to fight a whole lot to get there. Even though it seems like it's towards the end, you can move towards the end super easy. I do like the double hit, R2. Really? Really? God, I hate that. I don't think Torrent should have low poise. Because that is so ridiculous. The slightest of thing hits you. And if they attack a little bit fast, oh no. And also, why are there just giant rats everywhere here? I guess it makes sense they hang out by, like, abandoned ruins, but I mean, there's also not exceedingly large amounts of food near this kind of ruin. Is there? Maybe I'm missing the point? Maybe I'm just upset because I died? But, like, that is such... I don't want to say BS, but at the same time, like, I do mean it is BS. There we go. I just don't like rats, really. in this game. Like, maybe if they were fluffier like the wolves. Carry this, you casual. I also just don't like getting reposted after getting knocked down from, like, riding Torrent. It is so not fun. I would need more everything. Maybe one day. Maybe for Christmas. Maybe for Kris Kringle. I don't know how long I want this stream to go on for, but I think I might end it soon. I might continue on, get a little bit more progress done, and then stream again, but how much does it take for me to level up? About 3,000. I'd go in the poison cave, but there really isn't much benefit to me doing so. At the moment, at least. Now, I can kindly ask this man for how much? For a lantern? That is highway robbery. I suppose I'll buy it, along with the stone sword keys. I have enough for just one more thing worth 1,000. How much can I get for these? Oh, perfect.
Safe.
I'd rather purchase those first so that I know that I've gotten them and don't have to go back to them. Let's see. You know, poison incantation could be kinda nice to have right about now. There we go. Now time to retreat to get a map. Oh, I completely overshot that. I don't know how I missed it. Kind of reminds me of the Radon fight a little bit. mistaken, I think the incantation is somewhere interesting. Maybe there was a beetle? There's a poison spray incantation here somewhere. That's right, this one teleports. There we go. Poison spray is really good to have early game for, and late game for several bosses. Well, that was interesting. Is this man just shooting trees now? And we get the toast. It's a fun way to finish it. Those guys look intimidating, but they're probably one of the easiest enemies to take on one-on-one. Especially if you have something that does high poise damage, like a greatsword or a moonveil. Just Ash of War their leg, and you can take them out like they're nothing. Allocate blast. Oh yeah. We definitely want more than just like one or two. I think I'll get through this area and then I'll go ahead and stop streaming for now. But might get a little bit interesting. You know, I'm still confused as to what Miyazaki has towards these, like, terrible, awful dog enemies, like, why they have to exist in every Souls game and everything of the sort. Like, y'all already had wolves. We did not need another thing. Nice. Right? Nice. Oh, I can't wait to be able to use like huge, gigantic balls of fire that just cover everything. Ow. That wasn't very cash money of that guy, as the kids would say. Do I need the greatsword? The claymore? Get up there, probably waste a flask. All the way back over here. Just to go through that, because I do want his help with the boss fight. And I don't remember what item is there. Nice. I'm glad I can take him out easy enough. And as a result, you're gonna come over here. He's way too far. Oh, I got summoned. Oh, I got summoned. Oh no.
Hi.
Hello. I hope you can't hear me. Or if you can, I certainly hope I don't get on your nerves. Let's see, I only have one flask to work with on each. It seems we've been invaded, so how's the host gonna react? We move forward, we move back. Oh, they're one of those. Yeah. lead these guys up here because I can... Oh. Yeah, there wasn't much I could do. We took aggro and things just kind of went south from there. Alright. Sir. Yeah, I got money on the demi-human. Shit. No. No, I bet my life savings on you. Yo, this Lancer just ain't having it. Rude. Well, let's see if anybody else needs help. That was, for the record, I am not good at PvP. I am barely okay at the game itself.
I'm Edgar, but you can see the menial, they gave me foul creep. I'm sorry, but whatever, you take this. I see, thank you. But I can't, even if they're too sure that if you had a father.
I am being summoned again. Yeah, maybe if I had a better weapon to, like, actually catch the guy with. But the best I could really do is fire back a couple of, fireballs. Well, that's something to walk in on. Oh. Yeah, they're not backstabbable. Quite unfortunate. There we go. Alright, so what's the plan? Where did they go? Okay, they went up here. I am liking the look of, like, this golden spear aesthetic. Interesting. I'm so glad they increased the speed of the Ash of War for this, because otherwise I would have gotten hit there. Okay. Wait, that halberd. Oh, I know who you killed. I'll handle this guy. You just go ahead and handle. Oh, you don't have any aerial options, do you? That was great. I mean, oh yeah, totally meant to do that. Where are we going? Down? Okay. Nice. Listen, man, you're the host. I mean, we going where you want to go. There we go. Listen, if you're setting up for a gank, I'ma leave. Just saying. Because you've clearly been through this area before. Without help. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Guess you haven't been through this area. At least this part of this area. I have enough for one more ball of fire. I always feel like I'm gonna fall off of that jump. Is it just me, or am I doing even less damage than usual? I mean, I know they get a little bit more health. Interesting. Just slowly edge walk in. Hey, were all you using polearms in some form. Okay. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles. It's very unfortunate. My damage right now is very limited, and I just need more flasks. On the other hand, if you plan on doing a boss rush, it's not recommended that you fight everything with your summons. Like, there is another area where you can be summoned, in fact. And so, yeah, it's not on you to know that per se. And the attempt can be made, and the attempt is whatever. It was a good attempt. I think we did well. It's, hopefully... Why, hello.
Hey.
Oh, this one. Interesting. Nice. I have some magic too. There we go. Interesting choice. Oh, please don't die while I'm fighting this thing. I promise I'm a good summon. I promise. I thought they could handle one thing. At least long enough to not die. Yeah, no, my bad. My bad. I just... Free aim? No free aim. Free aim? 2 free aim. I feel like if you help someone beat a boss and get summoned back to your world, you should be set back to either full HP or given one of each flask. Just because that way you get back in, maybe you were summoned in a rough spot or during a rough moment. You come back and then everything else has full HP, but you're still at what you were when you got summoned. So it incentivizes you to not play the game while you're sending out your summon sign. That's just boring. I like to go through levels while it's happening. Oh no, that's just rude. Off the cliff? Nope. Yeah, like, if I were to have gotten hit by that attack, the game would register the fact that I got hit, take away that amount of HP, and yeah, it makes sense. And then you go into... Why, hello again. Oh, you've opened the boss thing. I think since there are no extras here... Oh, there are extras. Rude. Well, I tried. Unfortunately, the mentality I take when I get summoned is that I trust you to handle yourself. I'm expendable, the host is not. Because if I do die in game, or if my character dies, then yeah, whatever. I mean, so what? But if your character dies, that's the end of the run. I wonder if I can get to the top. It probably won't register that I was... Yeah. I was too late. Yeah. Why, hello, so many people in this area.
Hey!
Okay, cool. Ow. I forgot about my madness buildup. You? Oh. They were also a faith build. Did they teach me the ring? Well, you know I gotta. Nice. I don't know why I'm getting summoned so much right now. It's crazy. Getting a lot of summons.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Just does so much damage. You go, kid. Yes. Doesn't matter what. I. That was interesting. I wonder if those rats are gonna give me a problem. It's like, if I spawn in... Shoot. There we go. I knew it. I knew they were gonna kill me somehow. I was trying to be so careful too, and I'm like, it's gonna happen. It's just gonna get me. That's just rude. Why are there 4? Since when are there 4? One at a time I can deal with, but I don't like how unpredictable they tend to be. And I don't like that when they're unpredictable, they can just kind of stun lock you by accident. So I tend to overthink things and get a little bit overly cautious. When I get a little bit overly cautious, I'm like, any movement and I will be killed. There we go. Wait, there was no item here. There was no reason to do that. There was literally no benefit. All I did was waste resources. Why on earth would I do that? This isn't D&D where I have to do things that make sense and that's in character. I can run off a cliff if I want to. Well, the time has come. We're gonna fight the power. Oh, turn away. Jeez. Kind of rude, don't you think? that is. This builds up so fast. It should only take about 1 or 2 more. Unless I miss. You know what? They got it. It's so dumb. It's just like, yeah, you got this, right, buddy? Just keep him out of my range, but stop him from doing anything, so... Sure, I couldn't fight him, but evidently you could. That's all that really matters. Interesting. I've yet to fight that thing. I've yet to fight that thing. I'm gonna wait a while on that one, because that one frustrates me. You know, honestly... I think I'm just about ready, almost, to take on Margit. I mean... It wouldn't be too hard at this point. I'll go ahead and talk to Sorcerer Selen. I'll go ahead and get to the catacombs. And I think that'll be about it. Bye guys. Bye guys. Oh wait. Sorcerer Selen is here. Not that I need it, but... Oh, okay. Really? Thank you for paying attention to the threat. Goodness. Why on earth would he ignore them like that? That is so rude. Like, is it maybe because there were NPCs outside?
I am sorry you're here. Ah, I dare say your proclivities are far from ideal. Oh well, perhaps nurture will that one must choose one's masters. I was exiled as a revive. You still with very well, but I refuse to anticipate.
I wonder what happens if you go to her and, like, ask to learn sorcery with 99 intelligence. Probably nothing. But it'd be funny if there were something. No, this will just lead me to the gate, friend. The path I wanted to take was past the Mariner, to the catacombs, and past a Pumpkinhead. The Mariner should be a ways up here. I can get the shack. Let's see. Judging by where we are, I'd say we're right above the tomb with the gladiator in it. Which I'm still confused as to why there was a gladiator in a tomb. Unless, like, tombs are also, in this game, a place that people go to die. In which case, sure, I guess. But I don't think that was it. I think there's some other explanation. Mostly because my brain thought of it, so... Can it really be that simple? Can it? Fine, I'll talk to Kenneth Heights.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great... you well fed. No, despite a pit might have untarnished. I want you to the night come.
Would it keep going on if I just didn't talk to him? At this point, I might as well just do this. Actually, really, I might as well do this. I should be a little bit more ready for you. Rude. Okay. 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 Weird flex. I don't know why you just get the ability to roll catch. I don't know if that was input reading, because I know this game does do input reading. At least a little bit, which admittedly I'm not the biggest fan of. On account of that just being kind of a shit thing to do to players. Because, oh yeah, of course, any DM, any GM, any game designer can always stack the odds against their players. Like that. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? I hate invasions like that. I just... Sure, you can design an NPC to avoid... Because what they do, and what they've done since Dark Souls 3 even, probably since beforehand, if we're being honest, they also add in features... I really like to play full casting players, or player characters, like someone who uses spells as the majority of their damage and, like, their thing. So for me in particular, it really, really sucks to have to go up against enemies and bosses that will 100% of the time, based on input reading alone, dodge an attack. Like, then you have normal bosses, of course. Like this, where there are a few tricks that really do help. Like, using holy damage here might as well just be you win kind of level of easy, which is okay for a beginner area. I just don't like input reading enemies. It feels disingenuous to the player have this moment of, well, this is my preferred playstyle, so I would normally do this. And just saying, well, that's not an option. Like, specifically when it blocks off a playstyle, not like certain things like, yeah, I mean, it sucks when you can't heal because they throw magic at you when you try to heal, but since the enemies that do that in this game are actually, in fact, assassins of a sort, or trained to kill things, it makes a lot of sense. I'm not gonna rag on, like, the god skins for that. Because that's also something that affects everybody. It doesn't just affect, like, mages, it doesn't just affect warrior-type characters. It literally impacts every player in the game. So you know what? Okay, great. But when you design it so that, oh yeah, if you use a spell, it's always going to dodge. Like, if I used Fire Sling, it probably would have dodged every single one. And it's disheartening to see that as a player. Because it's just saying, well, because I'm not playing the way the dev wanted me to play, I'm going to be punished severely. Not just to say, I did something the dev didn't like, but rather, the playstyle was presented. And as a result of trying to use that playstyle, I, the player, had been punished.
What are you playing at? Oh, my... I at these. My thanks. Just give and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all.
There we go. Now, I'm not going to say that it does this for every single enemy, and of course, when it comes into play, it usually makes a little bit of sense that they would try to dodge it, but I think they should be a little bit more considerate to how that may affect someone's playthrough, and exactly what it is that they're incentivizing, disincentivizing, and the message that gives to the player. If I were in their shoes, I wouldn't get rid of the mechanic of having things dodge spells. But, like, they don't dodge normal attacks as easily. In fact, they hardly dodge normal attacks from weapons. Which doesn't make sense, because they usually have enough time to react to that, for one. For two, unlike a normal melee weapon like a greatsword, there's a limited amount of times in that fight that you can attack with magic. If the expectation is that everybody has to have a sword and magic, then really just maybe don't have swords and magic. Just have a sword. Because if that's supposed to be the more effective playstyle, yeah, if that's that's supposed to be the effective and used playstyle, then yeah, why even offer anything else? You might as well just let the player use swords and give them what swords you want them to use. And that's kind of the beauty about this game. They don't do that. They explicitly avoided forcing players to choose or to use a weapon of their own choice. Okay. But yeah, my perception of the game is that the devs really, really, really wanted the game to feel open and like you have a lot of options. But I do think they wanted magic to be secondary. You know what? I can understand that. I can understand the desire for, like, every single moveset of every single weapon to be equally enjoyed, because they also have put so much work into each and every individual weapon and their moveset. Well, that was interesting. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the catacombs with the black knife in it. Yeah. I think I can manage with just this. But yeah. And I know if this ever gets, like, seen by the light of day, people are gonna criticize me for criticizing the game that they liked, but I mean, look at that. Now look at what he does in response to the summon. How often does he actively choose to dodge out of the way of a big attack like that? Now, the good thing about Elden Ring is that there are spells like this to be used regardless of that. Like, good melee spells that don't get dodged by NPCs. However, when you give NPC invaders so much health early game that you could never really hope to... Wait, there was an item in there. If I'm not mistaken. Like, I think there's an item in there. Ugh. But yeah, problem I have, nothing serious, nothing major, nothing too bad, is more so just that when you have to use such a squishy character, I opened the chest, I'm dumb. When you have to be such a squishy character, because others can choose to upgrade their damage more, or upgrade their health more, you have to choose to be able to deal damage. I just don't know if giving them that much health and or resistance is great, but you know, the caveat to that is you also get to choose when you fight those invaders, so I could have easily just come back later. And I did end up beating it regardless, so. Question remains, or the question now is this. If I was able to deal with it, was it really a problem? And frankly, I don't know. I do not know. I know that it felt like it was difficult, which was fun, but also annoying. Dog enemies. So much. I want to play a character that is a pure caster that uses nothing but melee abilities. Oh, that broke your toys. Did... Hold on. Did he just... Did the game bug out? Or did this man just block an attack, and then do a guard point? Is that a thing we can do? I mean, if so, that would be so cool if, like, the guard point thing actually acted like a status effect that allowed you to do a guard point for roughly this amount of time. And if you do a guard point within this amount of time, or a heavy within this amount of time, even after a different attack, you can still guard point. That would be really cool. That would make shield builds so much stronger. I mean, I also really like shields in Elden Ring. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this gives me a lightning Ash of War. No. It gives me the Ash of War Golden Bow. There we go. We do like our somber smithing stones. And while we're here, sure, we'll just go ahead and grab the lance. Huh. Nice little overview. Yeah, so next time you know what? I've been streaming long enough that I should end it soon. And I probably should have ended it a while ago. But I think I have enough for just one more boss fight. And I know exactly what boss fight to do. I have a pretty decent setup to do it. We're just gonna talk to you.
Everyone is only to did you know it's quite them. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to enticed. Well, that makes. But I don't have your courage. It's scary. I want to nothing. Oh, I know. The poor thing, and it'll be glad. It was a pleasure to. Oh, tell them I love. I'm trying to get in the house.
I will tell them that you died on the battlefield. Just kidding. How messed up would that be? Like, people are worried about you because, you know, they're not sure where you went, and you just tell them that the person died. Or that you died. Someone else tells them that you died. That'd be so messed up. Oh. What are you actually? Oh wait, I do kind of want to add something to the mix. And also memorize this spell. So we're gonna go with we're gonna see it. Oh. My goal is gonna be to poison him because that's gonna deal massive damage throughout the fight. Like,
Hey!
why, hello. That's interesting. An archer. Wonder if you have bleed arrows. Cool. While he's focused on somebody else. Please stop moving him. That's fine.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Nice. Yikes. And nice. Thank you. I see.
Smoldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter.
Isn't he just such a bright and cheerful individual? Well, I think that's gonna do it for the stream today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be uploading this to YouTube, so if you see me there, feel free to drop a comment. And goodbye.